started as a quiet day on a Florida highway quickly turned into a nightmare of speed as a vehicle suddenly rocketed through traffic, bringing danger in its wake. No hesitation, no slowing down. The driver recklessly veered into oncoming traffic, pushing every limit toward disaster. Every stretch of road became a near-death experience.
Turn into a cemetery. Your radio's cutting out. You back northbound? 10-4. Katie wants to know original charges.
As the driver's recklessness intensified, officers had no choice but to escalate the pursuit. But the closer they closed in, the harder he pushed, like a man with nothing left to lose. In a split-second decision, police executed a precision PIT maneuver. The car spun violently, lost control, and came to a sudden stop in the middle of the highway. The driver immediately jumped out, desperate to escape on foot. But within seconds, officers tackled him to the ground, ending the chaotic chase. The suspect was arrested on the spot, now facing serious charges: excessive speeding, wrong-way driving, and reckless evasion of law enforcement. On December 20th, 2022, a vehicle suddenly accelerated through the streets of Arkansas. Without hesitation, officers initiated a pursuit, kicking off a high-stakes chase through narrow city roads. The driver completely ignored the stop command. He sped away, blowing through red lights and weaving dangerously through every intersection, leaving chaos in his wake. The chase climaxed with a violent crash at a busy junction.
1038, Hutchinson, and... Hey, stop!
The vehicle came to a halt in a wrecked heap. Both the driver and passenger jumped out, attempting to flee on foot, but their escape was short-lived. Within seconds, officers had closed in and apprehended them. Both suspects were taken into custody and transported to the Arkansas State Jail. They now face serious charges, including reckless driving and fleeing the scene after causing a crash, actions that endangered lives and defied the law. On March 30, 2023, in Crawfordville, Florida, a patrol officer spotted a suspect driving a black Ford F-150. The individual was wanted for serious charges, including arson and grand theft, and was considered extremely dangerous. After blowing through a stop sign and fleeing, the suspect was quickly located by another responding unit. A pursuit was immediately launched in an effort to prevent a reckless escape that could threaten innocent lives on the road. The F-150 continued to speed erratically, ignoring all stop signals. The suspect barreled through intersections at high speeds, showing complete disregard for public safety and the law.
I get more video. Where you at, Brandon? I'm trying to find where he's at. Turn somebody's yard.
An attempted maneuver to stop the vehicle failed. The suspect drove directly into a wooded area, escalating the danger and complicating efforts to apprehend him safely.
He might have tried to ignore it and come out on Bert Thomas. 1046 Bert Thomas. That's it. We're in the yard. This is real good. If it's what? 104650.
In a bold move, one officer climbed onto the roof of the patrol car to gain visibility of the suspect fleeing through the dense forest. This moment captured the extreme risk and determination involved in bringing the chase to an end.
788, 788, 108. What you on?
Please have some water, dude.
Some water? Well, I don't have any water for you, buddy.
Eventually, the suspect was located and taken into custody. He was transported to the county jail and now faces multiple charges, including driving with a suspended license, fleeing law enforcement, criminal mischief, and other serious offenses. In October 2020, in Brazil, a motorcycle suddenly sped through the wrong lane, right in front of a patrol unit. Officers immediately activated their lights and initiated a high-stakes pursuit through dangerously congested traffic. The rider showed no intention of stopping. He swerved unpredictably in multiple directions, making it extremely difficult for officers to close in. His reckless actions pushed the situation to the brink of losing control. Despite riding through a residential area, the suspect kept accelerating. Police realized they had to end the pursuit quickly, or the outcome could be disastrous. Tension escalated with every passing second on the crowded streets. When the rider swerved across a median, additional units moved in. With coordinated strategy, officers successfully cornered and detained the suspect. The pursuit ended, leaving behind a harsh reminder of the dangers of defying the law.
Sua moto tá licenciada, só vai vencer. Só vai vencer ano que vem. Vale a pena fazer isso, cara?
In June 2022, during a routine highway patrol, Arkansas State Police spotted a black Chrysler speeding dangerously over the limit. Without hesitation, they issued a pursuit call over the radio, kicking off a high-intensity chase.
Getting back onto 40 West. Past the 67 entrance, speeding back up to about 85 or so. Far left lane, acting like he's going to get on 30 West, but that's not what he's doing now. Approaching the big church, now the far right lane, about 110.
Despite sirens and flashing lights, the driver refused to stop. He weaved recklessly through heavy traffic, taking sharp turns at high speeds, posing a real threat to everyone on the road. Officers had no choice but to escalate their response.
Rayburn, north on Rayburn, I think. And he's going to take a U-turn.
614, you're wrong on my map.
Okay, south on security. I turn around in the parking lot.
Sorry, down for security.
Yeah, lost him, I think. Okay, you took 16. Now south on Boyce.
After multiple erratic turns, the Chrysler swerved into a parking lot and abruptly reversed direction. Officers quickly moved to block all possible exits. The situation intensified as the suspect attempted to mislead and evade capture.
Stop and follow lane. Get the fuck out of the car! Get out of the car and get off the fucking ground right now! Get out of the car. Come out, motherfucker! Get the fuck out! Get down!
When the vehicle finally came to a stop, officers swiftly approached with weapons drawn. Within moments, the suspect was handcuffed and taken into custody. He now faces serious charges, including excessive speeding, driving with a suspended license, and fleeing from law enforcement. On February 24, 2024, while patrolling Lee County, Florida, officers spotted a green Nissan Armada with a license plate that didn't match the vehicle. Without hesitation, they signaled the driver to pull over. But instead of stopping, the driver sped off, launching a dangerous, high-speed pursuit. The vehicle ran red lights at extreme speeds, nearly striking pedestrians in its path. Determined to end the pursuit, officers attempted to stop the vehicle, but the suspect kept accelerating, forcing police to escalate with more aggressive stop tactics.
Going south on Rushmere. Still going southbound.
a decisive move, officers caused the Nissan to lose control and come to a halt. Within seconds, the vehicle was surrounded. Both the driver and passenger were quickly restrained, handcuffed, and taken into custody at the scene. At the Lee County Jail, the suspects were charged with driving on a suspended license, using an invalid license plate, and reckless driving to evade law enforcement, offenses that carry serious legal consequences. In May 2022, during a routine patrol in Arkansas, an officer spotted a vehicle speeding well over the limit. Without hesitation, the officer activated the siren and signaled the driver to pull over. But the driver ignored the command, weaving dangerously through traffic, forcing police to launch an immediate pursuit. Once officers closed the gap, they executed a precise PAT maneuver, causing the suspect's vehicle to spin out and come to a sudden stop. Within seconds, officers surrounded the car and successfully took the driver into custody at the scene.
Keep walking. Keep walking. Stop right there. Go to your knees. Keep your hands up. Go to your face. Put your hands behind your back. Cross your legs. Bring your ankles. What's your name? Johnny True.
The driver was quickly transported to the Arkansas jail. He now faces serious charges, including reckless driving, running red lights, and fleeing law enforcement. His attempt to escape will now be answered by the full force of the law. In July 2019, in Florence, South Carolina, a black vehicle was spotted speeding. Officers activated their emergency lights to initiate a stop, but the driver refused to comply, triggering a tense pursuit through the city streets. The reckless driver smashed through an iron fence and continued fleeing at dangerously high speeds. In response, multiple patrol units were deployed urgently to contain the situation and bring the chase to a safe conclusion. After being forced off the road, the vehicle spun out into an open lot. But the chase didn't end there. The driver regained control and sped off again. At an intersection, she rammed into a police vehicle blocking her path, then accelerated away, making the situation even more hazardous. scene became increasingly chaotic, with several collisions, but the suspect showed no signs of stopping. Eventually, a precise maneuver by officers caused the vehicle to roll over multiple times, effectively ending the high-risk pursuit. The female driver was ejected from the vehicle during the rollover. Officers arrived immediately at the scene, and emergency medical personnel were dispatched to provide aid before transporting her to the hospital. The incident stands as a stark reminder of the severe consequences of fleeing from law enforcement. In December 2023, while on patrol in the Netherlands, highway officers spotted a semi-truck that had been reported stolen just days earlier. Once they confirmed the license plate, they immediately activated sirens and began a large-scale pursuit on the highway. Police quickly moved to block the vehicle and force it to stop. But instead of surrendering, the suspect recklessly rammed straight into a patrol car, disabling it completely. The escalation forced officers to draw their weapons and issue urgent commands to end the threat. Once the suspect was subdued, officers pulled him from the cab and placed him under arrest. He was transported to the county jail, where he now faces multiple charges, including vehicle theft, reckless driving, and fleeing from law enforcement.
OC, afrit Amsterdam genomen.
In September 2020, while patrolling the Lindbergh area, officers spotted a vehicle speeding. As soon as they signaled the driver to pull over, he hit the gas and fled, triggering a high-speed pursuit through the heart of the city.
Terug, naar zuiden. Nee, ja.
OC, voertuig terug richting zuiden. A2 rechts richting zuiden. 4 personen in het voertuig, zo te zien. A2 rechts richting zuiden. OC, afrit Amsterdam genomen. N300 terug, N300 links.
The vehicle raced recklessly through heavy traffic, weaving dangerously, running red lights, and putting nearby pedestrians and drivers at serious risk. Police attempted to block the car, but the driver evaded them, forcing the pursuit to continue through tense minutes of escalating danger.
En dan laat ik naar rechts, de B-zijde naar Duitsland. Duitsland ligt hier op 2 kilometer.
Netjes, netjes. José, box nu.
Eventually, the driver was forced off the road and the vehicle came to a stop. Officers quickly approached the scene to assist and take the suspect into custody. It was later confirmed the driver's license had been suspended. He now faces multiple charges, including excessive speeding, reckless driving, and fleeing from law enforcement.